What a day we've had. Tassie turning it on once again. And I'm excited about this recipe because I feel like I'm pretty much using every ingredient that we visited today. So we've got our eggs, which were amazing. We've got our hazelnuts, incredible. What else we got? Olive oil, obviously. We're sitting in amongst the olive grove here. And those delicious strawberries. And I'm gonna be doing a self-sourcing choc hazelnut pudding right here in the Everdura 360 Pro Flame. That's right, baking in the barbecue. It's fun, it's good for camping, it's good when you're sitting in the olive grove. Okay, let's set up a bit of a double boiler. Got the Hexclad there. It's not quite boiling, but this gives us a chance to melt down our chocolate and our butter. So, chocolate's gonna go in, and our Western Star original salted butter in there too. That's gonna melt down. We're gonna combine it together with our spatula, and then we'll get on to the next step. Chocolate is good. Pop that away for the time being. And in a separate bowl, I'm gonna bring together 3 of our amazing eggs. They're good eggs. And we've got our brown sugar, which is gonna go in as well. Now this is gonna go over a double boiler also. Whisk, we're gonna whisk vigorously, get it nice and thick and fluffy. And that's gonna take a bit of a elbow grease and a bit of time. Probably about 5 minutes until it's really, really delicious. Okay. Okay, this is looking good. That's what we want. Bit of a sabayon there. Nice and thick, nice and aerated. I'm gonna pop this down and pop this down. Okay. Little bit of egg into the chocolate. Okay, now all of the egg goes into the chocolate. Look at this, I love it. I just love chocolate so much. Chocolate, hazelnuts, strawberries. It's coming together quite nicely. Time for our dry ingredients. About a tablespoon of cocoa powder goes in. And then in with our flour. But this is basically a gooey, saucy, hazelnutty brownie. Okay, that has come together nicely. Time for our roasted hazelnuts, just been chopped through. They're nice and chunky, which I sort of like. Lots of texture for a dish like this. So they're gonna go in there. Just fold those through. Look at that. Chunky, chocolatey, hazelnutty. What we've got now is our little baking dish, which I have buttered and greased, and that's just gonna go straight into here. Look at that. Let me just, before we continue, let me just... Oh, it's good. Save that for later. Now it's time for us to bake in our barbecue. We got the Everdura Pro Flame set at about 180, just under 200. I've got a dish in here which we're going to use as a bain-marie. So fold up a tea towel and pop that in the bottom of the dish. This is all about sort of reducing the direct heat onto our pudding. So get it in there, try and get it as flat as you can. And then using our water that we've had from earlier, I'm just gonna add heaps of water into the bottom of the dish. This is gonna keep it hydrated and make a really beautiful cooking environment. I'm gonna cover it with some foil so that not too much of our water evaporates. I'm gonna bake that for about 20 minutes. While that's happening, let's get on to some strawberries. Obviously, they are fresh as they get. I'll cut them just in half, throw them in this bowl, pinch over a little bit of brown sugar, just for a little extra sweetness. How good. Extra virgin olive oil. Hand-picked right here, cold pressed. Smells amazing. Little drizzle of that over the top. And I'm gonna get my fork in there and just give these strawberries a bit of a mashing. They're gonna then sit in their sort of own juices. The sugar's gonna bring out that extra flavor. The choc hazelnut self-sourcing pudding is looking good. Really good. finally, just to finish off, a quick dusting of some cocoa powder. I've got the olive oil macerated strawberries ready to serve. Scoop into that, it's going to be gooey, it's going to be delicious. I hope I have done justice to the delicious produce we find in northwestern Tasmania.